Hi, this is Jeff.
And this is Steve
From the 12A Podcast. Thanks for listening to the Four-Eyed Radio Network.
Check out other shows at foureyedradio.com.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
This is Geek Lazer.
All right, and welcome to episode motherfucking 18.
Is this 18?
Yeah, last week was 17.
Barely legal.
1-7. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
My favorite porn.
Yeah. Yeah, now we can fuck anything legally.
I also like slightly illegal.
I've never heard of that. Where does that come from?
Like 17 and 364 days.
Cool.
Wouldn't that be 16?
Yes.
No.
Wait,
No,
it
it
wouldn't.
would be one day less than 18.
I is
Okay.
bad at math.
Math. All right, welcome to fucking episode 18 of the Geek Lazer podcast. This week we have people here in the room, and we will be talking about stuff, and we will be a super offensive to everybody possible.
That's my mission state in life.
Yes, we should put that on the website.
We should.
Mission
Yeah.
statement to offend everybody.
Was that 6 supers or 7 supers? I can't remember. I'll listen to it.
Wah, wah.
Your point might come across. I don't know.
Probably not.
No.
Anything less than 7 supers, I don't take it seriously.
There's not a lot of faith put into it if you can't put 7 supers behind something.
What if
You're
you
not serious.
No.
What if you could supersize your meal 7 times?
So they stopped that because of the obesity problems in America.
No, they didn't. They just made a large a supersize.
Yep.
Yeah, but they don't call it
A bucket of
supersize.
cola.
Well, also because of that fucking movie, Supersize Me.
Yeah.
That was
Do you know
one-
McDonald's tried to buy that from him? They offered him $1 million.
That's it?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
bet they lost more revenue because of that movie.
Well, and he became famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever
1
seen...
billion, I would have sold it for $1 billion.
Well, they've served $1 billion. Over $1 billion.
There was a YouTube
Yes.
video about McDonald's executive chef. Yes, they have an executive chef. He has
Gordon Ramsay?
No, but he has a baller fucking house, and he does a YouTube video about how to make your own Big Mac sauce at home.
And
Isn't it just ketchup and mayonnaise and relish?
He used like 13 seasonings.
what?
Oh,
I'm
fuck
pretty
that
sure it's
guy,
fake,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way there's 13 seasonings.
That's just the
Like,
number I threw out.
Is it just
Yeah.
like salt? Number 2 is ketchup. Number 3 is salt.
No,
Number
it
4 is ketchup.
It was like allspice, paprika,
What?
crushed garlic.
Wow.
That guy's full of shit.
Yeah.
McDonald's is fancier than I thought it was.
What's your
I'm gonna
favorite thing
eat
at
there.
McDonald's? Like the one thing, like when you go, like you're like, I'm going to fucking eat this and I'm not going to feel horribly guilty.
Do you still make it? Do you still make that?
The
What,
Gangbang?
the McClusterfuck?
Yeah, the
What's the
McDonald's.
clusterfuck?
The McClusterfuck. Okay, so anytime I go to McDonald's, I know for a fact that I'm going to hate myself.
Oh, absolutely.
So why get
That's
a value?
why you go there, to
Yeah.
hate yourself even more than you do driving up there.
Exactly. So why bother yourself with the value meal when you can get like 10 things from the dollar menu?
Okay.
So this is what I do. So a McClusterfuck is when you get a McDouble and you rip it in half. So you have one bun patty on one side and one bun and patty on the other.
Okay.
And then, while wrapped, you take a hot and spicy McChicken and you flatten it.
Yeah.
You just smash the fuck out of it.
It looks
Yeah.
fucked up, but it's delicious.
And then you put it in between the McDouble.
Yeah.
And it's like instant heartburn and instant, like, just self-fucking...
Loathing.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
self-loathing. Like, I
Hatred.
hate myself.
I'm
and this
eating
is
my
awful.
feelings. God hates me. I've heard of that exact same sandwich, but under the moniker McGangbang.
Okay.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
But it's only
Never
2
heard of
sandwiches.
McGangbang. Yeah, like you'd have to have like.
But it's getting taxed from
You'd have
two
to-
sides.
It
The
is.
chicken sandwich. I mean, they're running the Eiffel Tower on the chicken sandwich.
That's true, but how many people do we consider a gangbang?
4 or more.
But
no,
what about a foursome?
3 or more.
Well,
Well,
3 or
that's
more,
menage a
and
trois,
then the
right?
receiver, right?
Oh, so that's 4, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 total.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 total persons.
Yeah, 3 people and then 1 victim.
But see, then why would they have something called a foursome then? Wouldn't it be 5 or more?
Wouldn't that just be a 5-some? 6-some?
Nobody's ever heard that term
7-some?
before.
That's true. I've heard
That's
of
true.
foursome.
That's a good point.
So-
Now you
so
got
is it-
my head working.
Is it? Well, okay. So if it's just one person blowing another person,
That's just oral sex, dude.
that's just oral sex. But where does that point become like? What do they call blow?
Are you a virgin?
Game blow? What is it?
Snow blow?
No,
Snow job?
no.
Or
It's when
snowball?
like it's when like one person blows like 9 people. Blow bang, blow bang. Pretty sure that's
I've
what it's
never
called.
heard
Me
of that
either.
before.
You
Really?
spend way too much time on porn sites.
No, it's Reddit, which is basically porn. And I spent a lot of time on porn sites. But that's where I found the blow bang. Google it. If you're listening to this,
Oh, no. If you can make up a word, there's a definition for it on Urban Dictionary.
probably.
You know what a snoodle is?
No.
Dude, remember when...
Okay, so a snoodle is where you've got one dude who's uncircumcised and another dude who's circumcised, and then you take the uncircumcised guy and you roll the skin down over the other dude's
Oh, a
penis.
space dock.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that, too.
I've heard of it
Yeah.
as that, yeah.
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 Or just
Yeah.
docking.
Space dock, yeah.
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 Space dock.
Docking.
Yep.
Yep. That's how we start the
Charging-
podcast. Right now, we're actually all docking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tradition at Geek Lazer Studios to just space dock everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's actually possible because I am the guy with 2 dicks that
Yeah.
was on Reddit.
I
Yeah.
saw that. That was fucked up.
Did you see the picture that they drew of like how he has sex?
Oh, from a wild sketch appeared?
Yeah, a wild
Yeah.
sketch appeared. Well, it's like a picture of him like banging one chick and then another chick and then somebody like on a bunk bed.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's impossible. Like, because they asked him, they were like, "Hey, what's your best sex experience?" And he was like, "When 2 dudes were railing me,
Yeah.
I was banging a chick while riding somebody else." And so
And then they drew it out.
The only way that they could, where it would be physically possible, was with a bunk bed.
and they drew a sketch.
I'd like to include bunk beds in my sex life more.
Well, you don't really need to unless you're with multiple partners.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Your coffee cup was loud.
Well, I'm drinking coffee. I apologize.
How is it, by the way?
It's delicious.
Is it strong?
Yes.
Is it fulfilling your coffee needs?
It is. Absolutely.
Okay. You feeling the buzz?
I'm jacked.
Wow.
Fucking ready to go.
You don't look jacked at all.
It's not the cocaine.
Oh. I thought I put cocaine in the coffee, so.
Oh, well, then it's definitely the cocaine.
Yeah, buddy. What have you been doing this week besides drinking cocaine coffee?
What have I done this week? So, Godzilla. I mean, that was a big thing.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I was there on Friday night. I did the IMAX 3D though.
You
I think
motherfucker.
Godzilla was good. Next topic.
No. I would like to. I would like to hear about it as somebody who has not had the time to see it yet. I would like to know how it was.
I loved it.
Without trying to give away too many details.
No, I loved it. I mean, here's my
It's not
thing.
like we're
I've only
spoiling
seen-
Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah.
You should relax.
I've only seen a couple of the original Godzilla movies,
Tyrion dies.
and I've seen the 1998 Zilla movie.
Was one of them
dies.
Godzilla versus Mothra?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, good. We're good.
So
Tyrion's found guilty.
there's also the last Godzilla movie that came out in 2004. I can't remember the name of it right now. Where
Oh yeah. It was just Godzilla.
yeah, and then like the dude gets control of all the monsters and he sends them down, and Godzilla's running around the earth killing all the different monsters.
Yeah,
But-
that was a really shitty Godzilla movie.
No, dude, it was great because the Toho Studios, who had all the rights to Godzilla, so Toho Studios licensed or gave the studio over here the ability to create the 1998 movie. And so what happened?
Which one was the shitty one? The 1998 one?
Yeah, that's the
it was
one
like
with Matthew
Godzilla
Broderick.
AD or something weird, wasn't it?
No, it was just Godzilla.
It was with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Broderick, and
Yeah.
it was a piece of shit. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
so bad.
Yeah.
So
it
bad.
It was the worst Godzilla movie
The
I'd ever seen.
2004 one, right?
No. I'm talking about the 98 movie.
I don't know the difference.
We're talking the 2004 one. Okay, so here's what I was trying to explain. So the Toho Studios had to sign off on the 1998 design of Godzilla.
Okay.
So, but if you watch the movie, it looks like a fucking giant T-Rex. Like it's totally a Jurassic Park ripoff. And so everybody in Japan got pissed off. They were totally upset. Everybody hated that movie. So
1998.
So the only way the American movie studio could keep the rights was if they made sequels. So after 4 years, they lost the rights and it went back to Toho Studios. So when they made the Godzilla Final Wars, I think is what it's called, something like that, in 2004, Toho Studios...
Never heard of that
I've
one.
never heard of that.
Yeah, so...
I thought that the only big budget in between movie was with Matthew Broderick.
No, this is that is. But this is a Japanese movie.
Okay.
In 2004.
That needed to be stated.
Yes, so I apologize. So done by Toho Studios, and what they did.
This just for the record, this didn't have like a big AAA release here in the States,
No,
right?
but it was from the source.
No, correct. So Toho Studios is the original, and so
Yeah.
let me back up a little bit. So 98, right? The only way that we could make that was to be able to be the American studio can make that Godzilla movie was to get authorization from Toho.
Yes.
So they made it, right?
And Toho was like, never again, because you made a shit movie.
Correct.
Okay.
And so everybody in Japan freaked out.
Because
They
of
were-
Godzilla.
Because it was so bad, right? And the way they changed Godzilla, the way they changed his look,
Yeah.
his look.
Yeah.
So in 2004...
Is it a him?
Yeah. In Final Wars...
How do you know?
Wait, no. Technically,
The 98 one was a female.
yeah, 98 Godzilla laid eggs.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's what pissed me off more than anything about that movie is she was just looking for a place to lay her eggs, and we were like, kill the bitch.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it totally fucked up. So,
Which is, I mean, maybe it was like a representation of... Never mind. Not going to go there. Anyway, so the 1998 movie, total shit. 2004,
Final Wars, yeah.
Final Wars. I never saw that.
Yeah.
What kind of giant monster villains did that one have?
All of them.
What?
Yeah, so this
Sound like
crazy
a Final
dude
War.
sends all the monsters down, and Godzilla goes traipsing across the earth, fighting all the different monsters. The point I'm getting to here is that the 1998 version of Godzilla is nicknamed Zilla in Japan, like as a kind of...
Because they call it Gojira?
No, just because
So
it's
it's
kind
just-
of a way to demean the character the way it looks, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But because they didn't make any sequels over here, Toho got the rights back to all the American designs. So one of the monsters that Godzilla fights is the 1998 Zilla in Australia in front of the Sydney Opera House and just fucking whips its ass in like 23 seconds. It's amazing. And it's the most like cathartic thing ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of whooping ass, dude, the new Godzilla movie, I don't think Godzilla was as powerful as he is in some other films. Like, he seemed like he got his kind of ass beat by some of those other monsters. Like, it was almost a fair fight.
Well, it was definitely when he... Oh, it's hard to talk about.
I know.
With Paul having not seen it.
I know.
Let's just say...
What monsters?
Well, they...
No, don't explain to me. I was just saying.
Well,
what
there's
monsters?
no...
There's monsters in this movie.
Yeah, but it's not like Mothra,
Well,
Gamera.
that's what I see. I automatically go to be like, if there's not just one monster that's Godzilla, then it has to be like like Mechagodzilla or Mothra.
Yeah, Legendary didn't have the rights to any of the monsters,
Okay.
so it's kind of a new thing. It looks very kaiju-esque, like Pacific Rim.
Yes.
More importantly, how was Bryan Cranston?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But he should have been in more of the film. Definitely should have been in more of the
I'll
film.
just say this. This is what I'll say about Godzilla. I left that movie wanting to be his best friend. Like, I want to hang out with him. Like, when he's trying to put his coat on with his little arms, I want to, like, help him out and be like, hey, you're my buddy, you know? And when he's trying to, like, paint his
Godzilla.
house and he can't reach or brush his teeth.
Okay.
Like, I fucking love him so much. My goal in life is to be Godzilla's best friend and see boobs.
Okay.
How many of those things have you checked off your list?
0.
Wow, man. You got a lot of work to do.
I do.
First of all, you got to find Godzilla. Second of all, you have to convince him to be your friend.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure James Cameron knows where Godzilla is, though.
Dude, that guy knows everything.
Well, he's been to the bottom of the ocean several times.
That's a fact,
Yeah?
actually. Yeah.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Titanic.
Oh, that's a movie.
It is a movie.
And he
Yeah.
continues to go back.
Just chill.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where his house is.
Yeah. James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron. James Cameron does what James Cameron does because he's James Cameron.
Avatar sucked.
I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
like
best.
giant blue
That's
people.
the
Yeah.
second best IMAX experience I've ever had.
The first was Pacific Rim.
It was
Pacific Rim.
pretty. It just I didn't think it was good.
I mean, it's cowboys and Indians. That's the story,
Or Dances with Wolves.
which is cowboys.
It was an Indian. Yeah, I know. Hey, let's name off every movie that has the exact same plot, and then say that they're the same and rip-offs of each other.
Yeah.
Pocahontas. That has cowboys and Indians, kind of. Oh, what about Cowboys and Aliens? Harrison Ford.
I enjoyed that movie.
I tried so hard
I
to
cried.
make that one of my favorite movies.
I cried.
I wanted
during
it.
that
It was
movie.
not. It could have been amazing, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was okay. I didn't really like Daniel Craig and didn't understand why he was in that movie. And Harrison Ford was just kind of a dick, which I liked.
Yeah,
He's
but the
kinda
part where Harrison Ford is like holding the Native American dude, I can't remember his name. Like,
Yeah, like it was the
He's
son
like,
he never had,
"You're the son
and
I
he's
ne-"
incredibly
Yep.
racist. So it was like this huge like hurdle.
yeah,
I
I cried.
know.
Did you
Yeah.
really?
I did.
I did, yeah.
Actually. I forgot about that scene. I totally cried.
Yeah, dude, that was moving as fuck. That made the whole movie. Getting me to cry, I mean, it's hard. You either have to hit me in the balls or show me Harrison Ford pretending to love a Native American guy.
So I also watched Tokyo Gore Police, like we discussed last week.
Okay. Now, I do have a question. The review that was posted that says that Tokyo Gore Police's blood is on par with the amount of seawater used in Titanic. Is this an accurate statement?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still haven't finished that movie because it's stupid.
It's
Just like the FP.
We'll get to that in a minute. So here's the thing with Tokyo Gore Police. It starts off and it's like super bloody, super violent, super amazing, and then it just becomes about Japan's repressed sexuality. And it becomes incredibly disturbing.
That's what makes it such a great fucking movie.
It is. I mean, it definitely accomplishes that goal of... Because really, that's the whole subtext, right?
Yeah,
and,
it is.
And male dominance over females, and she, in
Is
the
there
end,
any
comes back.
blatant incest? Like with Summer Wars?
There's a chair that fucking squirts cum out of its vagina all over a crowd of people.
Yeah, it
A
does.
chair?
It's like a human being chair. So there's like this auction or like this house where you can go, or a club where you can go and you can pick out these kind of deformed people or people that have had surgery done on them. And you can, say, I want that one, I want that one. And so there's these three girls dancing, and they've all had various things done to their bodies to be modified. Like one girl doesn't have any nipples, and her breasts have been kind of cut in half, but then sutured back together. And then the last thing that they wheel out is this like chair that has an IV hooked up to it, and you can see like the chest like stretched out across the top of the back of the chair, and it's like beating.
Yep.
And then down at the front of the chair, like where your legs would hang over, there's like this little flower thing, which is obviously meant to be a fucking vagina. And there's this crowd of people standing in front of it, and the chest is beating, and all of a sudden the flower opens up and starts squirting all over everybody, and they're like licking it off themselves, and it's fucking disgusting. Like, it is disgusting.
I want to watch it now.
Yeah.
We should watch it for fucked up movie night. We should start having fucked up movie nights again.
I wasn't part of the original fucked up movie night crew. The thing that would scare me about that, and maybe Paul can...
I honestly
does it become
think,
about topping the last week?
Kind of.
I don't think so, honestly, because I think there are several different areas that can make a movie fucked up. Morally fucked up, grotesque, disturbing, different scenarios, psychologically fucked
Yeah.
up.
Like stoic.
Stoic was probably like really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. But I personally think that we're running dry on fucked up movies.
Yeah, we've watched a lot of them.
Well, who's the guy that brings like 12 Years a Slave to fucked up movie night?
I
Yeah.
didn't see that. Was that
But it would
fucked up?
definitely qualify, right? And it would be just such a bummer.
We need to start watching the August Underground Mortem sequels.
I have.
Are they good?
No, they're boring.
Really?
Yeah, like, see, this is what happens, is that, like, a normal person who doesn't go to certain spots on the internet or doesn't watch fucked up movies, you find things gross and disgusting,
Yes.
but when you start, like, welcoming it and trying to, continuously gross yourself out, you start to get numb to it.
Calloused.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like-
I am at that point.
Like, August Underground Mortem
Serbian film just did it for me, man.
A Serbian film was like the first
Never.
top of the
I will
list.
never watch that movie.
Well, then you don't qualify for Fucked Up Movie Night.
You have that's the kind of stuff that's premier.
Yeah, because you know what's funny is
High
that a
quality.
Serbian film was right up there in most fucked up movies we had ever seen, but it had the most substance in a story.
That was the fucked up part.
Yeah, that's what's fucked up about it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like, of the scenes in that movie, there's just certain things that I don't want to invite into my brain. So, I mean, I'm
That's
cool
the
with,
point of fucked up movie night.
No, I'm cool with Human Centipede. I'm cool with the second Human Centipede.
Those don't count.
No.
Why?
That's child's play.
Yep.
Those are kids' movies in comparison to Serbian film.
Yeah. It
Nope,
is.
then I don't qualify for Fucked Up Movie Night.
Like, the only thing
and I'm
past-
okay with that.
A Serbian film and August Underground Mortem and Slaughtered Vomit Dolls and stuff that we've watched would be like actual fucking snuff films. Like,
I don't know,
that's-
man. I personally, I think Stoic takes number one.
Oh, dude, Stoic and a Serbian film are some of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Metal Gear Solid. Hey, so
You should answer. Go ahead and answer that. Yeah.
that's a text message.
Oh,
Okay. So
answer
the way
just
that we
hello?
judge,
Hello, text. How are you, text?
the way that
Go
we
ahead.
judge, the way that we judge fucked up movies is by how disturbed we are after watching the movie and for how long.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after watching Stoic, I had trouble sleeping.
For how long?
A couple hours.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't because I don't have a soul, but I still we sat around and we just didn't talk for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like nobody said anything except for I don't feel right. That wasn't okay.
Now let's not talk about
Yeah.
Stoic anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Watch
Tokyo
Stoic.
Gore Police.
Matt Robinson watched Stoic and wouldn't talk to me about it.
So
Tokyo Gore Police.
okay,
Yes.
On a scale of 5 boners, 3.5 boners.
really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I would
But,
give it half
I
I'll
mean-
take that. I'll take that.
And it just, but
Take that boner.
it just got, it got gross, you know? It just got really gross. And that's cool. Like, I'm down with gross.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you expect from a movie called
Shut
Tokyo
the
Gore
fuck up.
Police?
Yeah.
It's
No.
gross, man. Like, I didn't get past 20, 30 minutes, not because of the gross factor, just because I thought it was stupid.
See, I liked the story. I mean,
Yeah,
you
the story changes.
yeah, and you can very obviously tell
Okay.
where it's going, but it still was fun to watch. I mean, and I also enjoyed watching her dad's head get blown off repeatedly.
I like.
Repeatedly?
Yeah.
It grows
they
back?
They show the scene over and over
Oh,
again.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some Men in Black.
No, it was
Okay.
just the slow mo,
Yeah.
patting her on the head.
Yeah.
Big head exploding.
Yeah. It was very much like Scanners, you know? Like, whoa!
cool.
Yeah. I also really like the super poppy Japanese commentator.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Yeah, go
absolutely.
fight
Yeah,
them."
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
so moving on.
everybody!
Moving on to the FP, man.
Okay.
Now we did talk quite a bit about the FP last week.
Yeah, so we don't have to go into it a whole lot, but I didn't watch all of it.
I did.
You did.
I did. I think I mostly watched the entire movie because I told you I would. But I think about 30 minutes into it, I stopped thinking about how bad the acting was and how bad they were trying to pretend like they were bad. But it didn't matter because they already sucked.
Yeah.
But after you got to that point, it was like, this is watchable.
It's enjoyable.
I would, out of 5 boners, I would probably give it a 1 1/4.
Oh, that's so sad.
See, I wouldn't even give that shit a boner, man.
It's definitely a buddy movie. Like, watching it with a friend and making fun of it while you're watching it adds so much to the
my
enjoyment.
favorite quote.
And the last scene is just fucking epic.
Yeah. The whole movie was good. There's some good quotes from that movie.
There's a lot of the N-word and
It's
no
hard
black
to
people.
repeat the quote if you are a privileged white guy like myself. It's just not appropriate. But the thing is, in that movie, they're all a bunch of
They're gangbangers.
the villain was pretty cool.
They're
With,
urbanized.
They're
They are.
urbanized.
They're definitely urbanized. And Beat Revolution
Yep.
was pretty cool.
It was Dance Dance Revolution.
But there were no ducks at the end.
Oh, you have to keep watching past the credits.
Really?
Yeah, the ducks come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
to the pond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I
that
don't-
dude really doesn't have an eye.
Oh, he really doesn't?
Nope.
Well, that makes him cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You mean J-Tro?
J-Tro.
J-Tro.
And he's
really?
known for going to press junkets and getting way too drunk and causing problems.
In Prescott?
Yep.
Are they
Not
was
press
it-
kit, like press junkets for like movies and
Oh,
whatnot.
press
Yeah.
junket.
Yeah.
Not press kit.
Not press kit.
Not like Prescott Valley.
No.
Okay.
So FP 1.25 boners.
Yes.
I maintain that had you watched it with a buddy, it probably would have gotten more boners.
I
We
watched
probably should have done that.
I watched it with my fiance, and she walked out 15 minutes into it.
I watched it by myself, and I made it 45 minutes in,
Nice.
half the movie, and
Yeah.
I was like, "This is fucking dumb."
It is short. It's only like 80 minutes.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, I think. Credits and everything.
Hmm.
1:30. Yeah, it's amount of time.
Yep.
For
What
some
else?
reason, when I was watching it, it reminded me a lot of old school Ninja Turtles.
I could see that. Definitely.
Don't know why.
Do we want to talk about some anime? Some Death Note?
We could talk about Death Note. That was the other assignment.
That was the other assignment, yeah, for you.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Just finished watching it.
Yeah, what'd you think, man?
I loved it. It was really, really good.
Do you think you'd watch more?
I'm going to watch more.
I need to finish that then.
I can't believe you've never finished Death Note.
You start
No, but
so many things.
Yeah, dude, that's my MO. I'm a starter. I'm not a finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
okay.
obvious.
And in all
Yeah, my girlfriend knows that for sure.
in all fairness, I've told you this before. If you watch the first season, you're pretty much good.
Yeah, I've watched the first season.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've
The
watched
second
up until
season,
the point where a certain person is not a person anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the end of the first season.
Yeah.
The second season was good, but it wasn't great. But there are a lot of crucial and key points that happen in that story where you can't just watch the last episode.
Yeah.
You have to watch all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's a very story-driven anime,
Detail oriented.
detail-oriented. So if you just skip to the end, you would probably have no idea what the fuck was going on.
I personally don't think that there's another anime out there where you can watch just the first episode and instantaneously get hooked.
Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, where the first episode.
Still no.
Yeah, no, mom's dead, right? Try to bring her back. They're gonna do alchemy. Where's dad? I'll watch more.
Yeah, I'll watch more. Not, dear God, I need to clear my fucking schedule
Right.
because of this.
I need to
needs
call
be
out of work.
finished.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what Death Note does. Yeah,
Exactly.
It pulls you in.
And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is an entirely different story because I don't think that you fully experience Brotherhood unless you've watched the original series first.
Black Bullet pulled me in.
Black Bullet pulled me in.
Yeah, the first episode pulled me in.
For anybody out there that's actually looking for new animes to watch, and I don't know if anybody wants to ask what I've been doing this week.
Paul.
Hang on. So, Adam, what else is new with you, man? Anything else?
I got a boner yesterday after I was done working out,
Congratulations.
and then I watched some porn and jerked off.
What?
Yeah, and I had to keep it quiet because my roommates were home.
Cool, man.
Yeah. I like to scream when I masturbate, just randomly.
Just like shrieks?
Yeah.
Not
And
like
then-
manly screams, but like shrieks?
Yeah, but then, yeah.
All right.
But then when I come, I just get really, really quiet.
All right. I'm so fucking sorry I asked you what you did this week.
You shouldn't be.
No, that was way too personal.
No, it isn't.
It was TMI.
Yeah. Like,
No, there's no
yeah.
such thing.
I am offended and appalled, and I
The
will walk out.
shrieking-
You are an Paul.
The shrieking and the quietness just gave me like the ultimate visual, and I am never asking you another question.
Think of how solemn it is afterwards. It's just peace, quiet. It's a little sticky.
God damn it. So, Mr. Paul, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Doing real good.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10 boners. Because we're using a boner scale this
Yeah.
week.
I thought we were doing a 5 boner scale.
Yeah. Where
Well,
did
no,
10
this-
come from?
I
10 boners.
I
That's
like
just
them.
ridiculous.
That's too many.
Is that like a blow bang?
Well, I mean, we're not even going to go back there.
No, I'm doing pretty good.
On the scale?
9 boners.
Okay, thank you.
9 boners.
The answer is 9 boners.
That's a lot of boners.
It is.
Damn, Paul, you're doing so good, man. I wish I was on a 9 boner scale. So, yeah,
It's a 10 boner scale.
Black Bullet, man. We've been watching that.
Yeah.
And we were going to make an anime podcast.
We were going to make an anime podcast.
And we recorded an anime podcast.
We did. It was like 2 hours long.
Yeah, and I edited all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to air that now.
Nope.
Nope.
It's dumb. No, it's not necessarily dumb, but it's unnecessary.
It is unnecessary.
We're here talking about anime.
Exactly.
This is when I wanted to have an extra podcast to have you on, but now we don't need to do that.
No, it makes sense. But back to Black Bullet, which both of us have been following.
Yes.
It's actually a anime that started airing, I don't know, roughly about a month ago.
If they're doing it weekly, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 weeks. I actually think episode 7's out.
I just watched episode 6 yesterday and I didn't see a 7.
I started watching episode 7 and then my internet crashed.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how I found it. It was just like a wormhole.
How did you
or
not
something.
kill yourself?
I don't know.
Wormhole on the internet?
No, the internet crashed. That's why. He was asking why didn't I kill myself?
Yeah.
I did several times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You're looking really good, man, for being dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really. Your complexion's amazing.
Thank you. People tell me that all the time. So, Black Bullet is actually an anime that is really good.
Yes.
It is really good.
Now, do you want to give a description?
I can give a description the best of my knowledge because I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but I have a weird mental disability where I cannot remember Japanese names. I suck at it so bad.
There's the protagonist.
Is his name Rentaro?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
then what's his partner's name? The little girl.
Ooh. I don't know. Girl with
Ryu?
shoes. She kicks a lot.
Ryu.
I
Ryu.
don't think it's Ryu. I think Ryu is a man's name, like in Street Fighter.
Yeah. Does she throw Hadoukens?
She doesn't throw hurricanes. She kicks stuff.
Okay.
So
So it's like a Shoryuken.
So it would.
Hadouken? Shoryuken?
No, it's
What's-
the Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
Okay. So Chung-Li and what's the main protagonist's name again?
Rentaro.
Rentaro. Yeah. Rentaro. Okay, so while you're looking up names, we got the main protagonist, right? So it starts
Is it
off
Enju?
Enju. Yeah, that's her name.
You motherfucker.
Good job, Adam.
It is.
Adam
It's-
Mayer with the 4G over there.
It's Enju. So
Enju, yeah.
so now I can break it down. So it is most definitely in the
down?
future.
Okay.
It is
it post-apocalyptic?
It is not post-apocalyptic.
Almost.
It takes place in Japan. Japan has actually been separated, and the reason why they had been separated is because of these weird creature beasts. And if I can remember, they are called Gastrea,
Yeah.
which I thought was weird because I immediately think of some sort of like gastric illness
Right.
and like farting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I have really bad gas and I throw up a lot because of the Gastrea.
That might be Crohn's.
And
You
the Bulgaria.
You should get that checked.
Oh, yeah, no, it's Gastrea.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's this weird entity. They look like giant moths
Latvia.
and spiders and bugs and weird things like that. And it's called the Gastrea virus. And what it does is it actually takes the hosts of whatever, and then it rearranges its DNA to make it a bajillion times bigger
They're
and
aliens.
then to be able to support itself.
The Gastrea are aliens.
I thought it was just a virus.
I thought it was a virus.
No. It's like an alien virus.
Okay, I'm cool with alien virus.
I'm pretty sure that's what it, like on the first episode, like,
I'm not. Can you just tell me if it's aliens or a virus?
God damn it, Adam. So, anyways, while Paul's looking that up, so the
No, it is not. There is nothing about aliens or outer space. It is a virus.
God, Zach.
fuck me, dude.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. So the main character's name is Rentaro, and he is part of this coalition.
What's his partner's name?
Enju.
Enju.
God.
I know. You almost fucking got me. Right? And because of this Gastrea, and they wiped out most of Japan, Japan is broken up into sections, right?
Yeah.
And
Because the virus that's not of alien origin makes these giant monsters out of people.
yeah, and they
Yeah,
just
we just went over that.
Yeah.
and they just completely decimated all
It's
of
not
Japan.
a virus. It's
So
aliens.
there's actually an exception to the Gastrea virus because as soon as somebody becomes infected, it's game over for you.
Okay.
In fact, they found out that the only thing that stops them is a metal alloy called Varanium.
Okay.
So with the one exception to that are these little girls called cursed children. And the way that the cursed children come to be is because pregnant women actually get the Gastrea virus through their mouth and infect the fetus. So when the girls are born, they don't turn into like full-on monsters or
But they
anything
have
like that.
crazy ass powers.
And red eyes.
Yeah, and they're like superhuman.
So it's like Blade.
Kind of.
Okay.
Except there's literally thousands of these girls, and it's actually more of they're looked down
Thousands of
upon. They're
girls.
used for fucked up experiments. They're not allowed to, like live in the city up until recently, where they had a law passed.
Yeah, so they're basically
So it's kind of an allegory for racism,
discrimination.
prejudice.
discrimination. Yeah, exactly.
And-
so it's just some generic discrimination against them. But like the cool part about it is the main character is partnered with Enju, and Enju is one of those girls, right? Right, Enju?
Yeah, Enju is one
Yeah.
of the cursed children, and they're a part of a police force organization where she's an initiator and he's a promoter.
Yes, and they work as a team to fuck up the Gastrea.
Yeah,
Very nice. So on a 5 boner scale,
15.
15 boners.
Yeah, 15 boners.
That's off the scale, man.
Yeah, I don't wanna
Tone
give away-
back your boners.
Yeah, don't give away too much.
I don't want to give away too much. There's only 6 or 7 episodes out right now. But, I mean, if you're into binge watching, you got 7 episodes. And then it's something that comes out every week. Not on Hulu. Hulu's like 5 episodes behind.
Yeah, they only have 2 up. Yeah,
Netflix.
No.
Crunchyroll, AnimeFTW.tv.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to
Is there an app for any of this, or do you have to go through back channels?
back channels.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an app for Crunchyroll. There might be.
Mm-hmm.
Does Crunchyroll have an? I think they do.
Crunchyroll does, but they're assholes now, and they will only let you watch 2 minutes unless you pay for their premium service, which is $10 a month.
That's
That's
fucking
stupid.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's horrible.
Yep.
Fuck Crunchyroll.
What else have you been doing this week?
I started watching 2 other new anime series.
Oh,
Good
great.
Lord.
I know.
Oh, yeah, you told me about one of them.
Uh-huh. And I'm not going to try to like take up too much time with these, so I'll just cover them lightly. One is called No Game, No Life.
That's the one you told me about.
No Game, No Life is it's about this brother and sister, and they're insanely good at MMOs, like to the point where they don't have a life. They're NEETs, which is an acronym for non-educated, employed, or trained.
So it takes place in South Korea?
No, this most definitely takes place in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, which actually NEETs it's like a serious problem in Japan.
Okay.
But, they start talking and they end up like fighting this like guy on chess through an email, and they're like, "This is boring. Whatever. We can, And they start getting these weird messages from him, like, do you sometimes feel like you were born in the wrong world? He's just like, if there is another world out there, then absolutely. And they end up getting, I guess, sucked in or like into a different dimension.
Like transported?
Yeah.
Okay.
Transported is a good word for it.
Like willingly or unwillingly?
It was unwillingly.
Okay. Were they tricked into it, or was it just like, hey, come, you're going to get sucked into this world?
No, it was like, we feel like we were supposed to be born somewhere else. Boom.
So it's kind of like they got tricked into it willingly, though.
Exactly.
Okay.
But what's interesting about it is that it's not like a video game per se type anime, like Sword Art Online or Dot Hack or
Yeah.
anything like that. But it's a world where there's 10 pledges that are entirely absolute, and everything is settled by games, whether it be cards, chess, poker, paper, rock, scissors.
Rochambeau.
Yeah. War is forbidden. And for countries and territories to expand, they actually have to gamble. So they have to bet their territories versus another person's territory.
And play games.
Yeah, and these 10 pledges actually work out really well, but it's really fun. It's a really fun anime, and if you guys want to check it out, then by all means, please do.
Yeah.
Now the other one,
If I didn't have so much on my plate, I'd definitely check it out.
yeah,
Sounds fucking awesome.
it is. It's good. So the other one is actually a Japan release of a new anime of a Korean MMO that came out in 2012.
Okay.
Blade and Soul.
Yeah. I want to watch that, too.
I've only watched one episode.
It's gory,
And
right?
It is. It's gory. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it.
Does it have big tits? Because the video game has a lot of big anime tits.
It wasn't something that I noticed, but then again, I watch a lot of anime,
Yeah.
so big tits just kind of blend
There's this
in with
dude at work
everything
that
else.
sits next to me. He's got huge tits.
Like the kind you'd want to fondle?
If I was really drunk and just did the reach around,
You wouldn't know the difference.
no, they're huge.
Are they hairy? Ask him.
I should.
Yep.
Yep.
Ask him, hey, excuse me, sir. You got some nicer titties? Are they hairy?
And then I could just start shrieking.
Because you're masturbating.
Yep.
Okay. So Blade Soul, man. Blade and Soul. Like, so it's the Korean MMO came out a few years ago. We're still waiting for an American release, but they made an anime about it.
Yeah, they started making an anime about it, and it's okay. It's got a Berserk feel. It's got a Slayers feel. It's super gory. I haven't played the MMO, but if I were to make a MMO anime, I would probably take the class characters and then give them, a personalization and make them main characters in the story.
Is that what it does?
I don't know.
Okay. How many episodes are out?
You said one, right?
No, I've only watched one.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for me to go into binge mode.
Are you going to continue to watch it?
I don't think so.
Maybe if you get really bored?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
5 boner scale.
2.5, 3.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems watchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not in comparison to the 15 that Black Bullet got.
A 3 out of 5 boner scale for me is watchable, but not something I'll go out of my way to
Carve
watch.
time out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Watchable, but not enjoyable.
I'd give it a C
Let's see.
on a school scale.
All right.
What have you been doing, Zach?
I've been doing stuff and things, man. But let's actually take a little break, listen to some music. So,
Okay. I like music.
Yeah, do you?
Do you like music, Paul?
Not really.
Okay, well,
I was a part of the
Well-
anti-music movement.
fuck you, Paul. Here's some goddamn random bullshit music. All right, man. So that's music.
Indeed.
You like music, man?
I do.
Sweet, dude. Now, I noticed like your hand. It looks like it's cramping. Is it hurting?
Yeah, it's like a claw.
It looks like it's deformed and like you can't even use it for anything. Is that from drawing? I hope it's from drawing.
It is. I've been doing a lot of design lately.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that yourself, man. You know what they say about doing design yourself?
What do they say?
They say go to Raven Design. It's illustrations and designs that fit your personality.
How do I get in touch with Raven Design?
Well, if you have a computer or any type of device that can access the internet, you can go to ravencruise.com. And they have great work there for your business cards, for flyers, for design work, for logos, whatever you need. So you can stop with the claw, man.
No more claw. Raven Design it is.
Yeah, buddy. Check out Raven Design. Holy shit, that was some music, man.
Oh,
Some
music.
random bullshit music.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. So what I did this week, fucking played Transistor.
Ooh, great
I
game.
also played Killer Instinct. I played a bunch of Dota again. Dota 2.
Okay.
Fucking wrecked some tits on that game. And then, by the way, Steve-O is really bad at Dota 2. I played with him today. I played with Steve-O and I played with a listener of the show named Tree Roan. We call him Tree Roan.
Okay.
His real name's Tyrone, but we call him Tree Roan. And Steve-O's just not good. Not good, man.
He's that bad?
He's not horrible, but dude, he's so negative. Like he was just like, you need to do this. You need to do this. You should stop doing that. You need to do this like the entire time. I don't think I'm gonna play with Steve-O anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then did I say Killer Instinct? I played Killer Instinct, and that is it.
Okay. Now, I don't know how you felt about Transistor, but I fucking love that game.
I played it for less than an hour. Got to level 2. Played it with Adam.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
Seems fucking awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. It's one of those games where I actually turn down most of the sound effects and I pump up the soundtrack.
It's got good music.
Pump
man.
up the jams.
Exactly. No, it's just, it's so eerie and it's so chilling that it just fits so goddamn perfectly.
It's a beautiful game. It's fun.
Hand drawn.
Is it hand drawn?
Yes.
Holy
It's
shit.
hand drawn.
Yeah, the gameplay's
It's made by
amazing.
the same studios that did Bastion. So that's another indie game. What's the studio called? It's like Mega something.
Isn't it?
Supergiants. That's what it is.
Supergiant game.
And it's only a
Supergiants.
PS4 indie game, or can you get it on the Xbox Marketplace as well?
Actually, I played it on PC.
It's,
Okay.
It's PS4 and PC exclusive. So it's
Okay.
on Steam, and it's on the new PlayStation Store, which is actually like dominating the indie scene right now.
Yeah, we talked about that last week a little bit.
What would you call the genre of a game? Like
I just looked up the Wikipedia on it, and let me actually read you the description of it.
okay.
A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify and switch electronic signals and electric power.
It's a
Exactly.
sword. It's a sword.
Yep.
I think. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh, transistor the game.
It's funny
okay.
though because that's the actual description of the sword that you're
Yeah,
using
exactly.
and its name,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
transistor.
Yeah, and he talks.
The sword does talk.
The main protagonist is a chick who's lost her voice, and she was like some type of like pop singer.
Her name's Red.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
So generic.
It's real easy to remember.
Yeah.
And it's not like Rentaku Ru too. Yeah. So Red, and she finds this sword, and the sword talks, and she's on the run from somebody, and that's all I know.
The sword tells her what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
okay.
what's
Sword's a fucking bossy ass motherfucker.
He is bossy. I mean, a couple of times I want to be like, sword, stop. You know, I mean, come on, calm the fuck down.
What's really great about this game is actually the way that the story unfolds. Because when you start playing, you're like, what the fuck? Like, who's talking to me? Then you realize it's the sword talking to you, and you're like, why is he asking so many questions?
Right.
Why does he keep apologizing to me? And why are these fucking robots trying to fuck with my shit?
Yeah.
And
So, from what I have experienced so far, it seems like there's some big gaps that doesn't explain a whole lot, and you kind of have to like piece some stuff together.
That's the hook.
you actually don't have to piece stuff together. They tell you the story, but what's really cool is that there's these terminals that you'll come across every once in a while, and they're actually just message terminals, and they'll have like news reports on there. You can talk to some of the other characters that become introduced into the story, but you actually get to learn a lot more about the characters. In
But
fact,
it doesn't just throw it into your face. You have to like go explore and find these terminals. That's what I mean by piece it together.
Yeah, but also, fun fact, if you pull up your menu and you click like your skills,
Okay.
your skills are actually people's souls embodied electronically, because each skill that you click on
Yeah, we figured that out.
pulls up
Yeah.
a personal player profile, and then we'll talk about their backstory. So Red,
I didn't know that.
Red
Well,
is
the first skill that you get is from a dead body.
yeah.
Well, the first skill you get is from Red, and then you find
Yes.
a dead body and get
Well,
the second
correct,
one, right?
but
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But what's cool about it is that you get the backstory of those people as you absorb their
That's cool.
abilities.
I need to read that shit.
So, like, the backstory with Red is that she's actually she like went to some fancy architectural school, but she loved music, and apparently like music is like a big deal and like looked down upon like in this city, and she built like this grand city hall where she performed all of the time.
That's kind of narcissistic.
It is pretty narcissistic.
Well, that actually kind of is very fitting for the game. I mean, it's got a great soundtrack, an amazing original soundtrack, and it's made by 12 fucking people, dude. Like,
That's an amazing studio, by the way. They put out a lot of good stuff.
What other stuff do they put out
Mind-blowing.
besides
12
Bastion?
fucking people?
12 fucking people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's made by 12 fucking people, man.
Yeah, the best studio ever.
Yeah, dude. And they're just, I'm surprised they get anything done with all the fucking they're doing all the time.
Yeah. And the fact that they're monkeys.
Or actually,
Sure.
I heard that they were pretty angry.
Correct. How much is the game on the PlayStation?
I'm totally lost.
Really?
$20.
$20.
$20.
Okay. So $20 through PS4.
Was that a 12 Monkeys reference?
It was a
Yeah,
12
you
Monkeys
got it.
reference and a
then
12
Angry
Men.
Monkeys reference.
No, 12 Angry Men.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa, taking it back to jury films.
classic.
Good job.
Wow.
Yep.
I am up to speed. What the fuck were we talking about?
We're talking about $20 for a transistor on the
Yeah,
PlayStation
dude,
Network.
totally worth it. Like, it's beautiful, hand drawn. Like, this seems like the combat is actually pretty deep. You can pause it and plan out your moves. You can take
R2.
Yeah, R2 does that on the PS4 unless you bind it to a different key.
It's spacebar on the PC.
What? And so you can take your abilities and you can put them on other moves, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can upgrade and change different moves. Like, I took the dash attack move and put it on
Jaunt. It's called Jaunt.
and I put it on the blast move, the second move that you get,
And
made it instant.
immediately died by the boss.
You know
Yeah.
what's crazy too that I love about it is that instead of when you die and you lose a life, you lose a skill, and every time you die, you get one less skill.
I didn't notice that when I died.
It's-
We never
Sucks.
did we die? I don't think we ever died.
No, I think we beat the boss by like a slim margin.
Yeah, see, later on in the game, you'll start getting these things called limiters, and like I barely read it, and I just equipped them all. I was expecting them to be some sort of boost, and I didn't really put two and two together that when you put a limiter chip on something, it usually makes it harder for you or prevents you from doing something. So
'Cause it's a limiter?
So I had like full limiters on, and I was getting my ass kicked at like 3 hours in. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
So what are the limiters for?
The limiters 4 actually give you XP bonuses. So the more limiters you have, the higher XP bonus
That's
you have.
genius.
It is.
Because it makes it harder.
Yes, and then it's also not a clear-cut, easy, normal, hard.
Oh, okay.
So you put on limiters and make it more difficult for yourself, level up faster, take all the limiters off, and then fuck shit up.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, dude, when you get to a boss where all you have is like a move where you just dodge, you're completely fucked. Like, you can't do anything.
So,
So
limiters are like condoms for your skills.
No.
No,
No?
because they're
Maybe
not
like
protecting
spiked
you.
condoms.
They're
on
not
the inside.
protecting you for a limiter. Maybe it'd be like a cock ring,
It'd be like a weight on your dick
like a weight on
for
your dick.
exercising.
Yeah.
It's like trying to fuck.
I got it. It's like Kegels.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. It's like Kegels. Cool. So limiters are like Kegels, and then you take off the Kegels, and then you can have sex longer?
Pretty much.
Okay.
As long as we're clear on that.
I think so.
Yeah. Blue?
Yes.
All right. And so, well, I mean, with Transistor, though, I haven't played too much of it, but I guess there's a New Game Plus mode. And I think, based off of what I read, it's not a very long game. I think it's only like 10 hours. And then there's a New Game Plus that makes it harder after you beat it once.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. But $20 for 10 hours, hand-drawn, amazing soundtrack, deep combat.
The soundtrack is really good.
Yeah.
It is really, really good. It was the first thing I noticed.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I played Killer Instinct.
Yeah?
And that was mediocre at best. That's
Okay.
that's a free game where you have to buy the characters that you want
Yeah.
to play with.
You start with, you get to pick what character you want to start with, and then you have to buy every character after that,
Do
correct?
they have
I
names?
just did the training. There was like Jago. I did training as Jago.
I just remember Skeleton Man.
Yeah, the ice dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can check it out later, but
They don't
it's
have real names.
it's mediocre. It's a mediocre fighting game, and there's something in my eye. But besides that, I didn't do a whole lot. I watched a little bit of Space Dandy.
Did you?
By little bit, I mean like the first episode and part of the second episode.
It's
and
fucking weird, right?
Yeah, but I want to watch so much more. Like, I'm sucked in, man. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I know they're in space. I know he's an alien hunter, and I know that comedy is very important to that anime because it just disregards everything, like laws of gravity, normal plot. It also, like in the beginning of the series, the characters talk to the audience. Like, they're like, shouldn't we tell them about this? Because it would make more sense to tell them about this. The robot is. And he's like, no, I'm talking about tits or something like that. Like, and he just keeps talking about tits instead of talking about like his backstory as a character. And so,
Can we have him on the podcast? It sounds like he'd fit in.
what, the robot?
That talks about tits?
No,
Actually,
it's the main character.
next to becoming best friends with Godzilla, I've updated my life goals.
Yes.
So I have
let me
3
see
now.
let me see the new list. What do you got? Number
Tits?
1. Wait. Which is number 1?
Ooh, tits.
Okay. Number 2.
Best friends with Godzilla.
Number 3.
Robot that talks about tits.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, can't you kind of just make like 1 and 3, kind of combine them?
No. God, no.
Like tits, comma, robot about tits, talks about tits.
No.
It'd simplify your life.
No.
But see, then you have a self-absorbed robot because you have a robot with tits that only talks about their tits.
Yeah, no, I don't want tits on the robot. I want to play with tits solo. Maybe.
And then have a robot that's always like, you did a good job playing with those tits, man.
Or that's just like, hey,
and then Godzilla's
6 o'clock.
just like,
and then I turn around behind me, and I turn back around, and I'm like, good looking out, robot.
did you hear my epic Godzilla noise?
I did.
That was so
I
good.
did.
So good.
It was.
I didn't hear anything you said.
Okay.
It was actually pretty funny.
Now, there was another release yesterday, too, wasn't there?
Nothing important. Nothing from Bethesda. Nothing
Definitely
that's
not
like
about Nazis.
nothing about Nazis. No, definitely not anything in that genre whatsoever. Moving on to the news.
Yeah. There's nothing new from ID.
id software.
Is it id?
Yeah. There's no periods like separating I and D, so I think it's just id software. Which didn't they get bought out too? Like they got bought out by ZeniMax, and then Bethesda was charged with making the new game. So we're talking about Wolfenstein,
Oh, the New Order?
the New Order.
Ooh.
I haven't played any of it.
I've played a couple hours of it. I will say that Transistor did take me over, though, so I didn't get a lot of time to play it.
Well, I have both, and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do now. Probably
I know what
play-
you're going to do.
Probably play each of them for a couple hours, maybe max, and then play more Dota 2.
Yes.
Yep,
That's exactly what I was going to say.
that's my plan.
Okay. So, did you pre-order Wolfenstein?
I did not,
I did not either.
but you still get the Doom key just for buying it.
Do you?
Yes, that's what it says on the box I just bought.
Okay. Now, what's funny is everybody got this Doom 4 beta key,
Which doesn't exist.
which doesn't exist because back in February,
they canceled Doom.
they didn't cancel Doom.
They put it on hold.
They didn't even put it on hold. In February, literally half of the Doom development team left to go work for Oculus VR.
And wasn't the game put on hold?
The game wasn't put on hold as far as I know last time that I read about it.
Okay.
But they didn't know when the game was going to be coming out. But this game has been in the works since 2008.
Well, here's the thing with Oculus. Is that really viable?
Oh,
Oculus
absolutely.
Rift?
You think so?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Dude, that is the future.
Yeah.
And I'm not just being extremely optimistic because I'm a nerd and I want to see it happen. Like, it's in the hands of a multi-billion-dollar company now.
It doesn't
no.
mean anything.
No, Facebook owns it.
I have
wow.
I have less
Yeah.
respect for Facebook.
Facebook
Well, I've
is
read
Or not
awful.
Facebook,
Oculus.
Rift,
Yeah, I
sorry.
have less respect for Oculus, but I think that Facebook, I'm like fingers crossed, I think it's in good hands.
Dude, nothing that you've ever had to put on your head succeeds, ever.
But see, that's what the developer actually had in mind. Like, I followed him on Kickstarter. There was also the Omni. That's a completely different company that works in tandem
The
with
one
the
where you
Oculus
walk
Rift.
around.
Yes.
And it's like the cage around
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
But I've been
It's a
following.
badass.
I've
Maximum
been following.
150 pounds.
Yeah, I've been following their development team, and he was always super big into VR stuff, but he knew that all that stuff had failed before, so he wanted to create something that would work, that would actually make you feel like you're in the game. And when he did the Kickstarter, they had that. They had a couple hurdles that they had to jump, which they recently had gone over. One of them was vertigo and motion sickness.
Yep.
And they actually fixed that with...
Marijuana?
No, an OLED screen or an OLED screen.
So it doesn't have any delay between
Yeah,
moving your head and what you're seeing in front of you. Because
Yeah.
the separation was creating... Since you can't see anything else and you have no point of reference, it was giving people motion sickness and vertigo because you'd move your head one way and then the screen would move.
Well, see, I maintain that people want to sit on their couch and play video games and that it will fail miserably.
You can still do that. You just have to move your neck.
I maintain that that won't succeed.
I would love to move my neck more.
I personally think it will.
I mean, I hope that sounds badass. I'd love to play it, but it's just
I will
you
tell
can't
you,
do
Adam,
that and rip the bong at the same time.
No, but I think it'll...
Yes, you can.
Just,
Actually,
just
you could.
move it, yes.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be really good for some things, but I don't think it'll be good for other things. I think like for maybe some horror games or some like exploring games, I think it'll be awesome. I think maybe it'll be good for
But
some
even the
types
Wii,
of...
right? I mean, eventually, like there was the novelty of of being able to stand up and play Wii Sports and other games that came out with it, and immediately it was like, okay, where's the controller? Because people want to sit on their ass and play video games.
No, and I get that, but VR is supposed to actually, Oculus Rift is supposed to work in tandem with mouse and keyboard, controller.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get up unless you wanted to do the Omni, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
By the way,
super cool.
it is.
It looks neat. I mean, I could see where super bros would fucking geek out over FPS games and be like, oh, fuck, I'm in Call of Duty, you know, and like just...
But it's not even that. Like, I've watched videos of people with a demo of, like, a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And people freak out because their body physiologically reacts.
Well, that's like the first Oculus Rift game was the Executioner, where you got your head cut off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or they have that diving simulation one now. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen a diving simulation.
Like, you go underwater and, like, you can move your head around and look at the fish and shit.
That's
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
You know what fish love?
Other fish.
And news.
Segue. Let's jump into some fucking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
Holy shit, I'm fucking soaking wet, dude. Like, just dripping. I'm just covered in news.
I can see the wet spot on the floor underneath you.
That's just from me pissing myself.
Oh.
From the awesome news this week, we have the announcement of Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. If anybody cares about DC out there, you should probably stop listening to this podcast and go watch something Marvel because it's better.
Yeah, DC is awful. Outside of Batman, there's no redeeming quality, right?
Even Batman's not as good as some, like, Iron Man or Spider-Man or any of the other superheroes that Marvel has. I don't like DC heroes that much.
No, I mean...
Green Lantern's the shit, though. He's the shit.
I would put Batman on par with Iron Man and Spider-Man.
I would not.
I don't think he's as cool.
I would put Batman on par with Superman.
Fuck Superman. Superman is the worst superhero ever.
But he's the Man of Steel.
He is a tool.
He's got nice hair.
He does have nice hair.
And a chiseled body.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And skin-tight spandex.
Are we trying to get into wrestling here?
And he saves the world and fights the bad guys.
Okay, to this day, there is only one, and it's a TV show, that makes me love Superman.
Smallville?
Lois and Clark.
With Dean Cain?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my god, I fucking love that show so much.
Never saw it.
Really?
It's so good.
I never would have guessed that in a million
It's
years.
so good.
But besides that shit. But what do you think about the Batman versus Superman? It's got a giant budget. Like, Batman's in right now.
Well, the title. I mean, the title's the big news this week, Dawn of Justice, which is obviously a setup for Justice League.
This is Affleck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which is DC's answer to the Avengers.
Yeah, and it's going to fail miserably. Well, it's not going to fail.
I don't think it'll fail miserably.
But there's going to be... I mean, it's not going to have the success that the Avengers will.
It could.
It
Probably
might.
not.
It won't.
The Batman movies did really, really good in theaters.
Do we
That's
know-
because it was Christopher Nolan that was at the helm.
Yeah, do we know who's directing Batman, Superman?
I can find out real quick for you.
Okay. Is it somebody noteworthy?
Zack Snyder. Actually, I know already. Zack Snyder did The Watchmen,
Okay.
So it's going to be super slow and boring and mostly a drama?
which is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time.
Okay.
I actually liked Watchmen, except I did think it was a little
Not
different.
enough action?
It is definitely slow.
It's like a superhero drama.
It's character driven. There's a lot of blue cock.
There's a lot of blue cock in that
So if you
movie.
don't like blue cock, it's not for you. If you've ever fantasized about fucking a giant Smurf with a big swinging dick, that is definitely the movie for you.
I'm going to go watch it right now.
Yeah, buddy. You're going to be soaking wet again quick.
Be-
Because
be-
that's a giant
because
penis. It's got a lot of shit inside it.
because Zack Snyder's
Okay.
directing it, it might be good.
Yeah, I mean...
If they try not to do a showy, hey, we can blow more stuff up than you, Marvel, like the Avengers, I think that they'll do well in their own market.
Sucker Punch was pretty awful though.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I liked Sucker Punch.
Dude, the fight scenes were good, but it was so like the
Dude,
whole like moral behind it. It's in you. It was so dumb. So dumb.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was the in you. It's let's pretend like we're somewhere else because our lives are over as we know it forever.
No, well, I disagree. Like, I thought that movie was totally trying to go for the powerful female role type of thing.
See, I thought it was the more
Like girls?
We're not going to bring that up again.
Yeah, no. So I seriously thought that movie was along the premise of, there was a little bit girl power in that, but it was more of trying to find ways not to go insane in a life that you know is not going to get better.
I could see that. The fight scenes were amazing.
The fight scenes were good.
Absolutely. But, yeah, I mean, I'll probably give, I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, Ben Affleck's in it, so I'm not going to watch it. I don't like Superman. I love Batman.
Would you give it a chance?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not going to go to the theater and see it.
I might see
I
it.
still haven't seen Man of Steel.
I probably won't.
I saw Man of Steel. It was decent. Is it the same actor from Man of Steel?
Probably. I don't know for sure.
And then Ben Affleck? I might see it in theaters.
I mean,
I'll look at the Rotten Tomatoes first, and then I might see it in theaters.
then you're an idiot.
Why?
You base what you watch on Rotten Tomatoes?
In this particular instance, yes.
Okay.
I take a rounded approach off of a few reviews, but yeah,
I like to watch it and then look.
I do that with a lot of stuff, but I think
I didn't mean to call you an idiot. I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
that's okay. You're a stupid face person.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
take that.
Oh, look at your hair, man. It's not even like...
It's half gone.
Yeah, it's not even like all the way there.
Nope.
Yeah.
But he did do it before Miley Cyrus.
Gotcha.
Does Miley Cyrus have the same haircut?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, your hair's shorter.
Next on
It doesn't remind me of Miley Cyrus.
Next on the docket,
But you did do it before her.
we have...
I did a lot of things before her.
Yeah, you did.
I was born.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
Burn.
impressive.
Yeah.
How'd you do
Take
that?
that, Hannah Montana.
Oh.
Or
We got Star Wars,
Force for change.
The Force for Change, which I wrote down The Force Unchained,
That is not what I said.
which is a different... I think that's a video game. That's
Force Unleashed?
That's The Force Unleashed, yeah. Yeah, that's a video game. So they're taking donations for
It's
$10, and you get a chance to be in the Star Wars movie.
yes.
what are you donating to, Paul?
It's actually UNICEF.
You guys might not remember this, but when I was in elementary school...
A UNICEF box?
Yeah, and which is really funny because you'd put change in the UNICEF box.
Yes, you would.
And it's
Force
called a Force
for
for
Change.
Change.
I got that pun.
Jaja Abrahams is very clever.
Jaja Abrahamaza?
Abrahamaza.
Yeah. He did a whole video. You can look it up, and you can donate, and you can have a chance to win a bunch of cool stuff, like being in the Star Wars movie, meeting the cast, going behind the scenes in London.
It is in London. It's not
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi, where his video is.
Yeah, which is super misleading.
And where Normal is.
They're just like, hey, we want you to know there's going to be desert stuff in this movie, so we're going to film this advertisement in Abu Dhabi.
Do you still remember the song?
No.
The Abu Dhabi song?
No.
There's not.
Abu Dhabi, it's far away. Abu Dhabi, that's where you'll stay. No?
Nope.
Garfield and Friends?
Nope.
God, you guys suck. I'm sorry, I said you suck.
It's okay, man. You got like dumb. Like it looks like someone took a dumb thing and like wiped it on your face, and then there was dumb residue left over. So then like you're walking around and everyone sees dumb residue on your face.
Just for a nice age check, I used to put on Garfield to take naps when I was a child.
I've seen I Love Lucy.
I have too.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing, only on Nick at Night.
Oh, shit.
I saw I Love Lucy during summer when I didn't have to go to school, and they'd play I Love Lucy and Happy Days.
Ooh.
I remember watching...
I know the Happy Days theme if you want to sing that.
What was the one with the genie? I Dream of
I
Genie.
Dream of Genie, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that would come on in the morning. I remember when the TV would turn to fuzz, and then like Howdy Doody would come on at like 5 a.m.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I know.
And I'm not that much
Howdy Doody
older
from-
than you.
17 years older.
17 months.
That's probably closer, actually. It is closer, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving right along here. The next thing...
No, wait. How do you donate? We didn't finish.
Oh, yeah. You go to the stupid website on the video, and then you give them money, and then you can be in the thing.
And then how do they determine whether or not you're in the thing?
Well, they're going to randomly pick someone, not randomly, very selectively, probably a good-looking person, probably of the young variety, and most likely female, and they'll pick them and put them in the movie.
So all three of us are going to win?
Everyone, yeah. Everyone is going to win. Nothing. So, the next thing here, we have, in the movie theme, we got Guardians of the Galaxy trailer number 2 has been released.
It has. Have you guys watched it?
I have not.
I've not.
Ooh, it's good.
You want to watch it right now?
Yeah, I do. I do. It's really good.
Yeah.
Now, God damn it, Adam. Well, that was a trailer we watched, man.
It's great, right?
It looks really good.
I'm really excited. I really am, because I think it's a big risk for Marvel. Because you're talking about... None of us have read the comics, so we're taking at least the Guardians of the Galaxy comic, so we're taking it from purely the movie Marvel Universe standpoint. But everything they've done up to this point has been kind of mainstream superheroes. You could kind of make the case that Iron Man wasn't as big until the movies, but still kind of things that everybody knows about or has at least heard of.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is a little bit more out there, and it's kind of a risk for them because it doesn't have the same name recognition. The main name recognition is the fact that it's a Marvel movie.
I think it's not necessarily a risk because of all the stuff they've already done.
This is true.
I think they've established that they make quality products for everybody. I think,
Yeah.
with all the superhero movies they've done, the Avengers, Iron Man.
Oh, and we'll find that out, right? So if it's a success, then the Marvel name brand is big enough to carry
An unknown comic.
Exactly. Well, or maybe unknown to more
The mass-
mainstream.
Which is
masses.
ironic because not too long ago they had to sell off all the rights to everything, and that's the reason why Disney owns Marvel.
Correct.
Disney is smart.
But Marvel Studios makes their own movies now. I don't think Disney owns them anymore. I thought they broke away.
No, they do.
Do they?
I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
Well, I know
Disney-
that's why they don't have Spider-Man anymore.
No, that's because it's owned. Spider-Man is owned by Sony.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they have to make... That's why they had to reboot Spider-Man with The Amazing Spider-Man, because if they didn't, then the rights would have gone back to Marvel.
Yeah,
That makes sense. But yeah.
that trailer looks fucking
Fun
great.
fact, if you ever wanted to try and contact Marvel PR, it will take you to Disney Studios.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool, man. You just hitting them up randomly?
Maybe.
Yeah, just want to give them like constructive criticism,
Right.
For
Absolutely.
Guardians of the Galaxy. You should have included me in your movie, sir. So,
Exactly.
all right.
Wait, now, isn't also another reason why they're introducing the Guardians of the Galaxy because they are tying this into the third Avengers?
Yeah, everything is a lead up to Avengers 3, right? So there's phases. There's 3 phases for...
So that's the climax.
Correct. So there's 3 phases. So phase 1 was everything up to Avengers 1. And then so right now we're currently in phase 2 leading
Leading up
into
to
Avengers 2,
Age of whatever.
Age of Ultron.
Bingo.
Yes. And which is not going to be the same as the Age of Ultron miniseries that was just released in comic, but that is amazing, so I would definitely recommend reading it.
Did you read that really?
Yeah, I collected all of them too.
Cool.
So, but phase 3, there's only a couple of movies announced right now, which is Ant-Man and I can't remember the other one. I think it's Iron Man 4 or Captain America 3. But the point is, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. And in the movie universe, it's the Infinity Stone. So it's all leading up to the battle with Thanos in Avengers 3 and piecing all this together.
He's that purple guy, right?
He is the purple guy.
Cool. That's all I know about him.
Yeah, that was at the end of the Avengers. And, yep.
He's purple.
He is purple.
He seems like he's got good intentions and a very pure heart.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Very,
Good
very,
guy.
very much so.
Kind of like the guy that you'd call if you needed help. You had a flat tire.
Or if you had to move, you'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, Thanos, can I borrow your truck?
And he'd be like,
Yeah, and you'd be like, sweet, thanks, buddy.
Bring it back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
When you have time, of course.
I'll buy you some pizza
I don't eat pizza, eat human souls.
and beer.
Oh, yeah, I love beer.
all right. And next year we have Far Cry 4.
I've just seen the photo that they changed to Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa. I haven't looked anything up.
I don't know anything about the game. I played Far Cry 2 and 3. Didn't beat them, but they're fun. Mm-hmm. And that is video game news. Moving right along. We have... I mean, do you want to talk about that at all?
No. There's another movie that I'd like to touch on really quick. It's nothing important.
Is it on my list?
No.
Because I'm looking at my list and I don't see
Interstellar?
anything
Are you going to talk about Interstellar?
No, I was actually
going
going
to... that would be
Shut up,
here.
Zach. I want to hear what Paul has to say.
All right, Paul, go ahead.
Okay. I believe it's called Big Hero 6.
What is this?
I just wanted to touch on this. They're actually going to be releasing a teaser trailer on Thursday. But they released a screenshot, and it's a Disney Marvel animated movie.
What?
Yeah, it kind of looks like Iron Giant reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All they show you is it looks like a Pixar movie, and it's a giant fat robot.
Is Pixar doing it?
No.
Because Pixar is like a subsidiary of Disney.
It is, but Disney is known to make movies that aren't Pixar movies, like Frozen or Bolt.
Brave, right? Was Brave a Disney movie?
Ooh.
Brave was a Disney movie, but I don't know. I don't think it was a Pixar movie.
I don't think it was a Pixar movie either.
It doesn't have that.
I think it
or
was
was it DreamWorks?
I think it was a Pixar movie.
Oh, shit.
You can look it up, man.
I can. No, it wasn't DreamWorks. I know for a fact it was Disney.
DreamWorks, well, Pixar did The Incredibles, and I don't think Brave had the same kind of feel.
Motherfucker. It's Disney,
It's not Pixar?
not Pixar.
But is Pixar Disney?
Pixar is owned by Disney.
Are
but
we sure about that?
Yeah.
It's honest. It's been a
It's like Marvel.
love-hate-
It's like a subsidiary.
It's a love-hate relationship. Disney used to own the entire rights of Pixar, and then Pixar left and was like, "Hey, fuck you guys," and Disney was like, "Hey, we're sorry. Can we be friends?"
How about we just be friends? Just friends. We don't have to, don't have to make it weird. We can still hang it. Like if I see you at a party, Pixar, you don't have to leave.
Oh, double checked. Brave is a Pixar movie.
Spadoosh.
Yep.
Skladam.
And it was surprising because Brave wasn't that good. It was just okay.
I didn't see Brave.
I didn't see Brave either. It looked terrible.
I'm a
It was
big
about girls.
I'm a big Disney fan.
You don't like girls?
Oh, no, I love girls. I just don't like girls that are...
Really? Tell me about
Outgoing.
this HBO show, Girls.
No, I was being facetious. I love outgoing women.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Interstellar, since we're talking about movies not on the list, you saw the preview for that. You saw Godzilla.
Interstellar.
Christopher Nolan's new movie.
Interstellar. Oh, where they're going to the galaxy.
Yeah, with Matthew McConaughey.
Where like the world is shit. They don't have enough food to feed everybody.
no
and
resources.
Yeah. That looks fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoked.
Paul, did you see it?
I did not, but
Do you
that
know
sounds like a
Interstellar?
lot of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because I think Christopher Nolan has earned the,
I'll see a shit title.
just shut up and take my money. You
Yeah.
know, like the fucking meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think by the trailer it looks really cool, man.
It does. And McConaughey's on fire.
He is.
Yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club.
I haven't seen that yet.
That dude is on fire.
I get it. But he plays a straight guy.
Huh?
Moving right along.
To straight guys. All right, segue. Speaking of straight guys love Sailor Moon. So I'm gonna hand it over to our anime resident,
You know what?
Mr. Straight Guy Paul, to talk about
I
Sailor
don't even
Moon.
give a shit what either of you think because I know there are people that are listening to this podcast that are men and
Yeah.
they're like, you know what? I like Sailor Moon.
I've just seen
Is that you?
pictures.
Are you
I haven't
talking about
actually
you?
watched it.
Look up Sailor Moon.
Oh, no, I know what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Okay, so for me,
Dude, I'm not one to talk.
Yeah.
I've watched Card Captors, and I love Card Captors.
anybody who watched the Toonami block religiously that's right around my age range watched Sailor Moon, whether
Yep.
they wanted to or they had to or ended up loving it because they had to watch it to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
But
Same era.
yeah, but if anybody's tried to watch it in the past before, it's kind of a pain to own, and the reason why is because it kind of just fell off the face of the earth when it came to licensing rights. Bandai was kind of like,
They got into some issues, some legal issues. And
it wasn't even like necessarily like legal issues. It was just they didn't have they didn't give away their distribution rights, and nobody knows why. But as of recently, Viz Media did, and they are actually re-releasing it, and it's subbed, uncut, and they are also releasing Sailor Stars. Now, I didn't get this far into it, but I know what Sailor Stars is. Sailor Stars is the last series of Sailor Moon that did not make it to America because it was a couple transsexual Sailor Scouts. And they were like, nope, 10-year-old girls can't handle this.
Sign me up, man. That
Yeah.
sounds fucking weird.
Yeah. It was like these alien girls that came to Earth, and when they were civilians, they were men, and then they transformed into women.
Do they have beards?
They don't have beards.
So they have penises.
They're very androgynous.
Part of the time. Right?
So it's like David Bowie in anime form.
Pretty much. Ziggy Stardust all the
Ziggy
way.
Stardust, yeah.
Ziggy
Spiders from
Stardust.
Mars.
Ziggy Stardust, Sailor Stars.
Yeah.
That's actually what I call my junk.
Ziggy
Yeah.
Stardust?
No, spiders from Mars.
Yeah.
All right.
But they're keeping it 4:3 ratio. They are releasing it Blu-ray, and there has been talk about it being redubbed
With,
with new cast.
do you think they'll get... I mean, Sailor Stars is separate from Sailor Moon, right? Like, so it's a,
No.
it's a different
No, it's
cast?
the-
No,
second, like,
it's
season
basically
or-
like the final season. It was one
Okay,
of those.
so they has the same characters, and then they
Yeah.
introduce these new
Yeah, it's like
transgender
it's like
characters.
Dragon Ball Z. There's Sailor Moon, Sailor Moon R, Sailor Stars.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about it.
If you
I know
actually
it's
watch
huge.
it, the storyline is surprisingly well written.
Is it epic?
It actually is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen it everywhere lately. All over Instagram.
Well, it's trending.
Twitter.
It's hashtag trending, bro.
Why?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I probably will, actually. Like, I don't know. I like anime, man, and that's something that if you watch anime, it's a classic. Like,
It is.
yeah, I watched Sailor Moon. I didn't ever follow it or anything like that, but I did watch it. And, just going to write something down here. The next thing on the docket, man, last thing on our news list, we got True Detective,
Season 2.
Season 2.
Jessica Chastain.
I don't know who that is.
She was the lead role in Zero Dark 30, Redhead. She's been in a bunch of movies. But they had hinted that they were going to go female in the second season because it's like American Horror Story. Have you watched True Detective
No.
yet? Have you watched it
I
yet?
have not.
It's amazing.
It's HBO, right?
HBO, Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. It's only 8 episodes, hour each. Pretty spectacular.
Did you say only 80 episodes?
Only 8,000. I misspoke. I'm sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Only 8 episodes.
Okay.
Took them 20 years to record all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
8,000.
It was, kind of a very hardcore male-driven show.
So to make it
So they're going to do a
PC.
new one. Well, not necessarily PC. They're just, as Buster Rhymes would say, flipping the script.
flipping with a G, do
Yes.
you think you would really say it like that?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay.
And then, so that's kind of neat. News, whatever,
You don't
TV.
think you'd take off the G and make it hip?
I don't want to speculate.
Should we Google it?
I've never met him.
I have. In my dreams.
I want to be in your dreams. That sounds awesome.
You were.
Oh, buddy.
Guess
So,
what you were doing?
I was making loud screams.
Yep, and then really quiet. All right. That's it for news, man. We got some emails here that I'm going to look up I haven't seen before, to be honest with you. I know we got some. I just haven't looked at them. So let me pull up the old emails. And first one we have is from Jeremy. Jeremy says, do we want to play like an email thing? Like a clip for emails?
Paul, do that. You've got mail.
You've got mail.
There we go. If you had... Okay, so we got Jeremy here. Hey, Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy?
What up, Jeremy?
How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Looks like he has multiple questions, but let's read one of his first questions here. If you had to choose to only do one thing for the rest of your life, would you rather eat food or masturbate? This guy obviously listens to the show. So, okay, just let me reread this email, just for clarity's sake.
Okay.
if you had to choose to only do one thing for the rest of your life, would you rather eat food or masturbate? Paul?
It's no contest.
Really?
Eat.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm engaged. White. Masturbating would be giving up a big piece.
Touche.
A big piece of manhood. But I fucking love food, man.
Yeah, like
Pancakes.
I'm a foodie.
dude, omelets for dinner.
I will drive 45 minutes to a tea house in Cave Creek because they have these little pastries from, like, England.
From like England or from England?
From like England.
Nice.
So like Sweden? That's like England.
Sweden's neutral.
All right.
What about you, Zach? Masturbate food?
Dude, food. I can pull it. I don't need to masturbate.
Really?
I can find some willing
From the
participants.
person I know who masturbates more than anybody else.
That would be you, number one. And number two, I got a girlfriend. It's pretty steady. We're pretty serious. She's very giving. Next on the docket here. Oh, wait. Adam. Would you rather eat food or masturbate?
Masturbate.
Okay. And would you like to follow that up with any explanation?
It's good times.
Okay. All right. And we have another email here from Luke. Luke says, well, first of all, how you doing, Luke?
What is up, Luke?
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke. How's your life going? You're listening to this podcast, sending emails. It's probably not going too well. Why haven't you graduated college? I haven't graduated college. I don't know how he knows this. You haven't graduated college, have you?
No, not at all.
Adam?
I'm pretty sure
No.
that these podcasts
Really?
would show that.
Yeah, I think it's self-evident.
I am not
Okay.
educated.
All right.
Any reason why?
Procrastination?
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 What about you, Zach? Why didn't you graduate college?
Well, back in my crazy youth, I developed a really nasty heroin and drug addiction, and I became homeless, and
Stop screaming.
and I was screaming a bunch. And,
Two of those things have gone away.
And now I just shoot heroin and do a podcast, and I haven't gone back to school. This is a personal question, Luke. I'm going to have to go with because I don't believe in the system.
You
I don't
fucking
believe
get the
in-
man, dude.
I don't believe in the system. Fuck the man. Fuck the system. But I like System of a Down. We have a next question. This is another question. This is the second question that Jeremy sent in.
Are you sure it's the same Jeremy?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
There's
Yeah.
more than one Jeremy in this
I don't
world?
know. It's from a Jeremy, man. It's the same email address, so it's got to be the same Jeremy.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he really
says-
likes the show. Hi,
Dude, he
Jeremy.
sent in two questions. Oh, he says, "Holla, how do you feel about Jupiter ascending?" Okay. I don't know if Jupiter is ascending. So if this is true, I'm pretty okay with gas giants, and they can do whatever they want. Paul?
I haven't followed space news in a couple of years.
But now that you know that Jupiter is ascending, how do you feel about this?
I feel touched.
Because he's ascending for you?
Oh, he's descending for me.
Oh.
Like my testicles
What?
when I was 13.
What?
Can't tell in the voice.
Not at all.
Nope.
Super low voice. Low voice. We got...
God, we're so fucking immature.
yeah, we have... that's all for emails, but... do you want to answer that question, Adam?
I could.
So, with the recent news of Jupiter ascending, according to Jeremy,
I'm excited to see it. I thought it was going to be a stupid movie, but it looks really cool.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah.
I don't...
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot.
It's a Wachowski movie.
Ooh,
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know how I feel about that.
Right? That's what I thought, too, originally.
Oh.
And I just kicked the mic. That's how excited I am.
I thought people were just trying to out-nerd me when I already know I don't know everything or anything.
I didn't know
Mila
about...
Kunis plays Jupiter,
Oh, God.
What the fuck is Jupiter
It's
ascending?
just getting worse.
who's like a god on Earth, and it's super sci-fi. But it looked fucking awesome when I saw the preview.
I like Mila Kunis.
Yeah, Channing Tatum's in it too, and he's got elf ears, which is kind of weird.
I like elf ears. And
I
Channing
like
Tatum.
Channing
Wait,
Tatum
with
so much.
no explanation of a story, this movie sounds confusing.
It looks confusing, maybe a little bit. I don't know. What does
Do you know
confusing
anything about
mean?
it? It means
I
like
don't
the opposite of clear. Do you know anything about this
No,
movie?
I've seen one trailer.
Okay, and what did the trailer have? People?
Lots of sci-fi fighting.
Okay, with guns? Or like hand-to-hand combat?
More like Mila Kunis gets captured, and then they try and save her, and then they got to take her up to
Jupiter?
space.
This sounds new.
Yeah,
It sounds like I can't go home and watch it.
no, I bet it's online.
Really?
Oh, it already came out?
No, not the movie.
The trailer.
The trailer.
Oh, no, I wanted
No,
to
the movie
watch the
comes out this
movie.
summer.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a new movie.
I feel good about it. I think I'm going to go see it. I would go see that in the theater before I went and saw,
Batman vs. Superman?
Dawn of Justice.
John of Dustis?
John of Justice.
I'd see John of Dustis. Actually, I like seeing superhero movies in the theater. I really do. They have like a cool vibe to them. I saw The Amazing Spider-Man. Even crappy superhero movies.
I would just say watch the trailer on this. It's better than I thought it was going to be because the Wachowskis are fucking terrible. Cloud Atlas was a shit show.
Never saw that.
Fuck. You know what? I remember being like, oh, this should be a good movie. Tom Hanks, Halle Berry.
Oh, I know, dude. I thought it was going to be awesome.
It's
I
really
even read
good.
some of the book before I saw
Yeah.
it.
I'm like watching it, and I'm like, this is a much more confusing version
Dude,
of
it's
The Fountain of Youth.
So hard to get through 15 minutes of that movie before you're like, this is fucking terrible.
You talking about Cloud Atlas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Fountain with Hugh Jackman?
Nope. Is it good?
It's better. Just save
not good.
save the time. Don't watch Cloud Atlas.
But
Watch
I like
The
Halle
Fountain.
Berry, and I like Halle Berry's tits.
No, you won't in this movie.
Monsters Ball.
Oh, that was the wrong movie to quote for Halle Berry's tits.
Isn't it in-
Swordfish.
Yes, exactly.
Isn't it
Thank
in
you.
Monsters Ball?
It is, but it's like
Yeah.
all super graphic and it's kind of rapey. I mean, it's not rapey. I mean, they're like both into it, but Billy
Maybe-
Bob Thornton's like such a racist piece of shit.
Where's the one where maybe it is Swordfish that I'm thinking of, where she's sitting in the chair and you sit
Yes,
back and she's
that's Swordfish.
Yeah, Swordfish. Great movie.
Yeah.
Fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Halle Berry's tits. Does this movie have any of those?
No,
No,
I think it's PG.
I will not see that.
it's fucking awful.
Is it so bad we could watch it for fucked up movie
No.
night?
No,
Like just horrible, like
not even close.
hard to sit through. People have to like.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not even like a good B movie.
If I looked
really.
like Hugh Jackman, I would change my name to Huge Ackman
Hugh Jack.
and then just go around and try and get free shit. I once tried to get a free hotel room in Las Vegas at the Green Valley Hotel and Casino.
How sober were you?
Oh, buddy, I was not.
Oh,
But
okay.
I told him I was Dave Grohl, and then I slept in the rocks. So you can imagine how that went.
You should have gone with Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Huge
Jackman.
Ackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, buddy. That's going to wrap it up. I don't have anything else to bring to the table. No new news. We went through everything.
I have one mildly small, not relevant piece of news that we could
Hit
talk
me
about.
with it.
Go.
Straight in the face.
Yeah, right across the face. I
slap
want
me
your
with that-
news in my face so
Slap
bad.
me with the meat news.
So bad.
Ridley Scott fans.
Nope. Not here. Sorry.
I love Ridley Scott. Please continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys didn't know, he's making a Blade Runner 2.
What?
Oh yeah, for a long time. I think last year it popped up on IMDb, like 2015.
Okay.
5 days ago, they publicly asked Harrison Ford to rejoin for Blade Runner 2.
Why?
I don't know, because he came out and
And
said that he didn't want to use Harrison Ford and that he was going to use a female protagonist.
Well, and
And
they
then
could
Harrison
update
Ford
it
was
so
like,
much.
"Oh,
I mean,
fuck that
they could do
shit."
it. It could be the replicants, all this. It could be tons of years in the future. It could be totally different.
Here's my theory on it, because of the statement that he said, and now they're asking him to, and I think it's supposed to take place like 30 years later.
Oh, so it's going to be about Harrison Ford's kids again?
I hope not. What
that sounds
I hope
familiar.
is that they actually just use Harrison Ford's body as a new model of replicants.
Oh, so kind of like a Tron, Jeff Bridges CGI style.
I hope so.
That would be smart. I would like that.
That would be
Okay.
smart.
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2. Definitely worth mentioning.
It's
Oh,
going to be
absolutely.
awful.
Probably.
I don't know.
Ridley
I don't
Scott. Might
Well, I mean,
be
it
okay.
might not be awful, but I mean, that's
It's not
the
gonna be
greatest
Blade Runner
sci-fi
1.
movie of all time,
It's
right?
not going to be a piece of work like Blade Runner
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be like a piece of work.
You're
Not
a
like
piece
a-
of work.
Piece of work.
I'm a piece of jerky.
Jerky worky. Work
Jerky,
that jerky. Working the jerky work.
Turkey jerky.
Ooh.
Dragon jerky.
Pancakes.
Almost for breakfast.
And dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, I screwed it up.
Yeah, you did.
I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm an
think we're
idiot.
done.
I'm an idiot.
Are we
apparently.
done?
I think we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Basketball
We-
shorts
yeah.
ball scratch.
We're definitely
Nice.
done. On
I
that
want to
note,
smell it so bad.
Do it. Sniff it. Into the mic. Yeah, balls.
for the record, you fucking did it. How does it smell? Have
Smells
you
like
showered
balls.
today?
Yeah, it smells like balls.
Did
And
you
don't
shower?
cringe. Don't cringe
Yeah.
with that face. Every fucking man here does it. And anybody who says they don't is a fucking liar.
Like 8 times a day I smell my balls.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this has been the Ball Smelling Podcast. With us today, we had Mr. Ball Smeller Richie. Mm-hmm. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, man.
Ball-tastic.
And then we have Mr. Adam Merritt.
Pancakes.
Thank you for showing up with the pancakes, man.
Yep.
And I'm Zach Zent. You've just listened to Ball Sniffing.
This has been another proud production of the Four-Eyed Radio Network. You want to see more shows, go check out www.foureyedradio.com, you wink.